Alright, so we're going to make this assembly, so we're going to make each part separately. That's 6 different parts. They're all pretty easy. No trouble. Let's go. So we're going to start with in a thing. Make sure you are in millimeters, and that is because for our first dimension here, we're looking here for that 100. That means we're in millimeters. We're just going to start on the front plane here. Let's grab a line. So you can come up here and grab a line, or you can hit L and grab a line that way. You can also, which I prefer to do, is you hold down right click, and if you drag your mouse around, you get this little wheel here. So there's a line, corner, rectangle, circle, and then smart dimension. We're going to start with the line. Doesn't matter really where. Don't start on the origin. Let's start a little bit off. We're going to go through and grab a line. We're going to make it 90 degrees. Just work your way. Something sort of, kind of. Something like this. Doesn't really matter. And then we're going to smart dimension here. Again, right click and drag up for smart dimension. So we're going to make this 100. Make this 5, I believe. 10. 10. Make that 10. And then this is not 10. It is, oh, it is 10. Okay. Then what we're going to do, hit escape, make sure you're out of everything. We're going to come over this line, hover over it till you find this midpoint. You're going to click the midpoint. You're going to shift click the origin, click coincident. You can come up here to this top line over here, click the midpoint, shift click the origin, and then click vertical. And that gets you that. And all you need to do is smart dimension, again, right click, drag up, smart dimension this being 110, and this being 110. And that right there is the front view of this part. Nice and simple. And then I guess we can also add in that circle as well. So just hovering over that, doing a circle. It is what, 10? And then 29 degrees. Smart dimension from here, 29. There we go. Close out of the sketch. And then we'll just extrude boss base for 30. Control 7 for isometric. You can also come up here for isometric views. And here, isometric like that. Hit space. I don't know. Change this to be mid-plane. You just have to click here, single left click, and then hit sketch. And we'll drag in a center slot up here. Come down and grab a center point slot. From your origin, just drag over to get that line. Come up. Grab something there. I don't freaking know. And we'll just right click, drag up for dimension. This is going to be 10. Here to here is 20. the radius of 4. We make sure here and shift our origin are horizontal. And we'll just grab and align here. Select our thing, mirror entities, mirror about that line, and we'll just delete that line. Escape, Control 7. Once you have this selected, hit extrude cut. Blind through wall, doesn't really matter, as long as it gets through the part. Then we gotta do these. So this is not actually a hole, it's a special M3 by 0.5. I'll get to how we do that. So we're gonna come onto here, single click, sketch on this side plane here. All we need is a single circle. Does not matter what radius we have it, we only need it for its center point. And let's also grab our smart dimension. From here to here, it's going to be 11.3. From here to here is 5. And that is our sketch. Okay. Now once you have this circle here, what you're going to do is you're going to go up to linear sketch pattern. Select that. You have you selected. Now what do you want? You want to flip our direction here. And then we're going to go distance 10. And we're going to have 3. We're going to have our y-axis, or direction 2. Select that. If you come for your y-axis, if you come here and you select 2 for that, we'll pop in. You can just drop this down, flip it, and this is going to be 11.3. That is your center points. Now again, the size of the hole does not matter because we are not actually going to be extruding these as a cut. There's a very specific thing we need to cut. So if you just exit your sketch, you can do that by just double clicking off where nothing else on your sketch is. And what you're going to do is you're going to come up here to Hole Wizard. And go to Hole Type. You're going to go Hole, Anzimetric, Screw Clearances, Size of M3, and Distance of 6. So distance is 6 because this screw has a distance of 6. And it says up here M3, and I don't know what the 0.5 means. It doesn't really matter. It's probably not important. Now then click positions, 3D sketch. I'm just going to click all of these center points. There you go. There is your ultrasonic hole. You see has a little, I don't know what you call that. Doesn't really matter. Control 7. Do that. Hit escape. That is that part complete. I did not do my height of 50. Now we're complete. I'm going to start a new part here. New part. We're going to go make sure we're in millimeters. We're going to do this rod here. Rod's pretty simple. So start on the front plane. New sketch. Grab a circle. Again, right click. move to the right, like that, and that is going to be a distance of diameter of 10. Zoom out here. I'm just gonna extrude boss base for 90. Start a new sketch on here. Sketch for a distance of 7. 7. Grab a circle. Again, right click, move to the right. It's a 3.5 radius. Extrude boss base for 10. And then let's get the chamfer in here. And go here to do a chamfer, underfill it, chamfer, and then on the dimensions here it is 1 by 45 degrees. So we're going to make sure we have our distance angle 45 degrees, 1, and then just select that outer edge right there, hit enter. Perfect. Let's add in this little cut here. So grab a sketch onto here. It's going to be a simple little square. So I'm going to grab a center rectangle. Grab from my origin, move outwards. I'm snapping with it. Move over. Grab a smart dimension. Make sure from this side, right here, going to be 4. And that's it. Exit sketch. Extrude cut. Blind for 15. There we go. I did forget. Oh, no, that's already 6. Never mind. I was like, I didn't add that dimension in, but it does that for me. The next thing is to add these little hidden lines in here. So I'm gonna go to the right plane here. You can right click and drag to get top view, left view, bottom view, right view. Go to a right plane, start a sketch. Let's grab in a center line. I just make it infinite because why not? And then grab a center rectangle, drag out, smart dimension. This is going to be, because I'm doing a center rectangle, I'm doing 40, while the dimension is 20 here because I'm going to cut off this side, add in a line, get here, trim entities, trim to closest, so we'll just power trim, drag like that. I did forget to dimension the height of these two things, so I'm coming in here now. So just make sure to click those, and it's a height of 6, I believe. Right. And then we need another line here. And from here. Little X like that. Doesn't really matter at the moment. Delete that line. Grab our smart dimension. Between here and here is 60. Make sure to lock this to horizontal first. Now we will add 60. Select this one. Smart dimension. This line and this line will also be 60. And we'll just from entities, trim to closest. Delete that. And we'll also make that nice there. And then from this line to this line, we need to mirror. So then let's grab in a simple line here. From here. Here. And we'll just grab from that midpoint down, doesn't really matter. We use this to mirror. You can delete that line. Select everything here. Mirror entities, mirror about this line. Select that. Grab a line. Here down, trim entities, power trim. And I need to make sure to keep a center line in here, as we need to revolve around that axis. Control 7. Then if you go up here, select your sketch, revolved cut. Axis of revolution is this line. Selected contours. Here to grab U and U. Click, and there you go. That should have holes there. That is that part done. Now the next thing you need to do, make a new part. We're making this little block here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the front plane. I'm just going to extrude this without the circles, fillet all the edges, and then extrude the circles. So, front plane, start a new sketch, center rectangle. I forgot to be in millimeters. Select, make sure you're in millimeters. Front plane, start a new sketch, center rectangle. Mark dimension is 55 by 22. Escape, root boss base. This will be 4.5. Now, okay, so now I said I was going to do the fillets before I was going to do the circles, and this is why. Instead of manually selecting each and every edge, that's long and time consuming. Instead, we're going to do it all at once. We're going to go up here and select our fillet tool. Make sure you have fillet type, this first one. I'm going to have a drop down menu here. Open that and select boss extrude under items to fillet. And this is going to be for 1. Now, hit enter. There you go. That is all your fillets done for you. Control 7. Select that face. Sketch. Now that we got our sketch opened up, we're going to create 2 circles. Grab your circle tool. Now, and again, do not click the origin. I want to saw one slightly off, the other off of that. Make sure they're in line with the origin, that X axis, but not actually touching the origin. So, you select your smart dimension. Our first line from this outer edge to this circle is going to be 27.8. And then from our outer edge to this circle will be 16.5. This is going to have a radius of, or diameter of 4. This is going to have a diameter of 4.5. We'll just select this circle and we'll go to linear sketch pattern, 2, distance 23. That should be it. Make sure you don't have a y-axis, only one for the y-axis. That is that done. We'll just extrude our cut through wall. That is that part. Now on to the assembly.